Alright, Sabusia ha smart Ghana update so mema obi bia akwaba. Uncle Kwesi Pratt Jr. Editor in chief ma the Insight newspapers wakasa na no ato Ghana ho kire ekoso ese obi ade na no etum bie. Ochemu a wose sese wo suro papa da wona no wo so da ye obeso da na se ku ne na mai mu ni ade. Ni nyina so ochemu se a ho kire ya abai. Wakai pa wo so enso wanyini kakra. Wakai se 1972 sa ho kire se ya eba wo mai mu e mama for complaining ni ade sa e kwa kofa ku e de aba wo mai mu nyina fira ho kire we ye na ye experience bi no. Etu ochemu o se ye experience a ho kire no e possible ese ahoche ne be lead to ku abetwa mu o se wakai se sa abre ku e beba o mayi mu oyi 1972 a champion time no e free one ma e bi sa ba 1979 afesu 1981 ni nyina na ya ahokyere ene ekoma na manfo esu amanfo complain no mu chemu a omo enya adwuma nya ade da ne da na so mu nya aduane nie adanda no mo ka na aduane bo aye den na ye se yo na aduane bo aye den ntimi nto aduane ntimi ko ba ebi ni ade no o se the same thing ene se e happen around this time to so pass anhwa ku etosu biem no 2020 and 2024 no ebetimi experience bi e wo ye mai mu enu nti wo de atoma mpanyin ni se na de ampanyin betimi aye na nam so be ma se ku adwunu wo bitirim krompo na wo be sa ate asan ene so wo be hwe sa ho kire bebrebe na ye namu wo mai mu wo be ma ho kire no so ate at least onye bibi kakra na ho kire no so nti na amanfo ho entumi ha wo mo kakra na no kwa na betumi aboa ama aye ku adwene kura ba obitirim a etumi afisa ni pakro no etirim.
Randy, let me make a confession. I'm a very frightened person. Very frightened.
At this stage, who isn't?
I am very, very frightened. Look, the economic hardship is one thing. I mean, everybody is complaining about the hardship. People go to the market, prices are escalating. You know, everywhere you go, you are hit with this. You can't tell what is going to happen tomorrow and so on. That anxiety is there. But beyond that anxiety, I'm very, very deeply frightened about the possible consequences of this development. Okay. And yesterday, I spent some time reflecting. Look, I'm a little old, okay? I saw 1972. I saw the palace schools, you know, in their Champon era. I saw 1979. I saw 1981, and so on. I saw them. I experienced them. And there are important lessons that hit me in the face. I know, for example, that General Akwesi Pratt was part of the mobilization against the Champon government. Okay, active. He was actually one of the leaders in the People's Movement for Freedom and Justice. Okay. In spite of the role that he played in unseating the Champon government and eventually bringing about the 1979 revolt of the armed forces, when it came to finding people to kill, to execute and so on, he was one of the people who were lined up at the Teshi military range and executed. I saw that. Now that's an important lesson for all of us, okay? Then I remembered the story of Lieutenant Emmanuel Tete, innocent soldier, had woken up in the morning and gone for jogging. And he came face to face with some soldiers. Without questioning, they shot him dead. And Emmanuel Tete was my mate in secondary school. I remember that vividly. I remember the story of a guy who was going to Ho, you know, at Tudu, had boarded a vehicle. A soldier came, wanted to go to Ho, and the vehicle was full, and said, look, they should get the guy off the bus so he could board the bus. His request was refused, and he just picked up a gun and shot the guy dead, and so on. I remember quite vividly the cases of elderly women who were stripped naked and paraded in the streets of Ghana, naked, stark naked, you know, and all the many atrocities which were committed. Now I know as a fact that those who were responsible for the economic decay those who were responsible for the conditions that led to the revolt and so on, many of them escaped unhurt. Okay. So when I'm reflecting on the current situation, that hits me in the face. Eventually, those who are responsible for the current mess and so on may escape scrutiny, may escape punishment, and innocent people will suffer. Okay. So what do we do now? I think that now our focus ought to be first and foremost alleviating hardship. That should be an important part of our focus, alleviating hardship. Our next focus, beyond alleviating hardship, ought to create an atmosphere in which everybody feels that they have a contribution to make, they are making that contribution, and that contribution is valued. We need to do that, okay? The third thing we want to do is simply just to send out a signal that the current democratic order is capable of delivering when it comes to the needs and aspirations of our people. Because this democratic order is useless and meaningless if it does not deliver the needs and aspirations of our people. And we need to do that as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, I do not see these three objectives being pursued. And that is where the danger is. I do not see these three objectives being pursued. And that's where the danger is. You understand?
Daddy.
Miniaba.
Said Uncle Kwesi Pratt here.
Me pay mo miensa na mataka no one after the other.
Okay.
One. Uncle Kwesi Pratt mo nka say ehun se wonyini de. Wanyi papa. Because obi a obro 60 years de ontu nka se misha. 60 years usha nka say na apese.
Ebia nko na me 80 nko na do
80 na akokora nka no mpem twetwe sa abra benya hoden abekasa de se de wo kata yi.
Na sa na do 80 zo timi kasa.
Ason de akoso no ankasa ye diri muten ho. Ba o de mfa ahwe so a nti ze bia wona adi etanko kire no wanche ba bia wo gye no mpem se de no mpem si ye no. Etim kata me se manyi because nkofo bebre ampanifo bebre na abefa won samoko na ehɔ no na nchen but secondly no asama Uncle Kwesi Pratt ka no eno so mesa achem mienu so mampani hwɛ na onye ntotue bia ye possible ebema ahokyere no hardships no eso ate kakra. They should try and reduce the hardship, eradicate the enye possible see ebitu ase the enye possible na emum yen try say ye be reduce the rate at which ahokyere no eba day in day out be akoto ne ma boa ye den ni sa na ma no. They should try because economy no want to be stabilizing ne ma enema ntumu no ebeba from kakra na ye ho atumi ahan. For that one I think say Uncle Kwesi Pratt AsemoO Kano something to go by. Mampani ne mpamfo na appointees should listen na omunye whatever it takes. They should prove to us that they can and into no more into omunye bibi won ho na nka ye a because me hu say petrol stable na dollar rate stable the akani na so stable beba form because these are the two things that ema amanfo bi nso afa ho edinsim hu no ton nyama na boten wa branka ensese basa ni nyina na say dollar atum petrol atum to bia ya
we do 1 week almost we to transportation two cities
two times about 19% is it almost and ba kwa san be ka ho ne adenti no ni nyina e kofo hide behind the situation emia omo nua ho ya sa na manya sa won to dollar mu a ko bi nsu nkodi sa abone no onto fuel mu nso a obi nsu nkodi sa abone no to be feel say Omampani should do all he can to make sure that things are stabilized. Nanko for emfa enyai nsemhu na ebinumu afa ho aid no. Na emom saa ku no. Ku na ya na omoka no. I beg you. Asia de adwene bi hyenkofo bi trim and it is wrong. Ku na we ayi na ku betumi asi. Listen. Me na metumi akase menyine de nanso mekae ne makakra ya ka kire me ne de me ready ne kakra me anso de mani hu ye ena me di hu adanse 1972 na wɔka no na ade no mpo nya bi mpo no wato according to history me da na me ni ho ne yango me unya de ne bi mpo na wato 1979 so saa na de no unya bi mpo no wato
nyese bi wo
ho ana ne bo oden unya bi no wato entina na obi kura tumi so asapo na sojafo akoyire no omuka se bia pa no things were not there ene ma na bi ni ho ba sabram no kasai ahokyere ewo mu no mama oda mami 81 so de no 81 kwasikoko orange bae no na ene ma na bi ni ho no wanya bi ato emfa sa adon kwa de to amu a ye kura ye beto so te say 90s ni late 90s ni adade nyina no kura no onko filling station na laye bo manfo e peka or say fuel agu am ka mu na nya sam ketoa tina ade no kwa bi ni ho ene wanya sikampo de ato na wanya sikampo de ato so atase na sam kofo kura sika na nso mu nya de na nya de bai ento ene fe say ya ho kyere ba sabre kasa de ayesika sama ho kyere mom na ayede bai apa kofo
say niema ne wo ho
be
the money to buy it
a problem entuntumi fa sabre no ene nei emetoto ma ne yeye ekom do bia na nebre
okay
ene nso de me no kasa okoba ntoma domu a bode o kan to kwa be hwehwe apantan ma ba yira ko kan to kwa be hwehwe apantan ma o sa ko ba bi ekuifa omkwase safri di bankra dia ene hokwa do ko kan to kwa di besa onyina eti niema no wo ho ene niema no wo ho onko no bi tin store no a yesei because enema no gu ho ba ya tofo enni ho obi nye sika mfa meto eze o kasa ay usure se ku baba na ku baba you are rather putting that mind no into the minds because so jani bi oba so ba ku bia no sabe na dwen ye adwuma wonim se the ye komisisi an economic crisis no nya Ghana nko a ana 72 na 81 na 81 na 79 anka Kwesi Pratt de cite example no na ye Ghana ye de na lack of management mismanagement na amania ma yere ben eko sa achewo no ba we do obi enim se a global thing eko so wiase nyina enti soja ne bie no wonim nyansa oba so akotam tuo se wo oba betu abayagu because ahokyere ewo ho ahokyere
waka ne sai kom mani han
o say
ekom emani han
good
na ekom so mani party ni so obi timi kum obi for ekom
me pa cho se edisika emaw na wunya duane ndi esika na so ba yemfa so question na mi bisa o so ebi ma ecomodo
se and the aduane no wo be
exactly enti you need the money but you say sikani ni ho kura no sabe depending on baby a wote obetu nya body bi da tudem kura di ma sabe ohun ato unlike mrebi na etwam na ndi wunya sikani ko kisika so ntumi nkeka nwe emmen but na ade wunya bi mpo no wato ba we di anya bi ya no ade no wo ho a chese ne mbo na eden na you say sika ade beton so ehu ode kakra but ebe ni bre no woni abre pa enye nso na tawe on se bi fangu na anu na on keka anwe na wo kom no so nte these two errors they are two different things so jani bi ni wa anadwen wo fie anadwen ye adwuma obaka so wo twitwu abetu abanya gu because ahoche na aban ahochira ba but enya nkodru unbearable stage ye ka se ankofo gina habo yikas ye ka se ankofo gina you say real estate anu mudi fie anu ato atnem medru ebra ese ahohiahia abre ahokyere na ba benu ahohiahia abre be mo be ka se wo fa tuo ti sansam ya mo kana misrose kuba no mo na mo de adwe bi to nkofo trim to munyai ka
ni oda wona
ana oda wona onso nyina ho yen preach man nkofo ntiase se ahokyere na aba no moma ye nyina ye ne omampanin enye hand in hand na ye hwe na ahokyere no onye de ban emra fom na emu ahokyere medru tunumedi ade ye man nkofo ntiase sa rather than say na the universal I'm afraid to kubeba if you are comparing now any 79 ni 81 sa three regimes here enya pe ene mpoko ama menka se minkyira wo 81 no a your friend say ombetu akunya betena so no 2 years later ahonkyere ba kuroibu no atuano ba ya de na a friend sa ahonkyere ene obi tumi se sa bia sika ba de ma no da koto pan no ba akope ene friend sa ahonkyere omutu aban no gu no betena so no 2 years later ahokyere ba ya ma kyerese na nye de na efe bibi wo do hia pani bia bisa se tetre kom ata na esusha ya ba wiase ye esusha tetre kom bisa am say tetre kom no ye dean because na e common diamanfo ankasa iti menkani menkani ni na ehye fom se maka asem aka wada ena ukotu a na watutwam no wan wodi ti se de wudi menkan instead anka menkan no bebom wafa na aduan no mu adi na ni na mum na manfo wodi titi ayi koko haba de yekontomre and so many things in the sea cacao all this period have come and gone. It's a never ha. I will not sit here and pretend say Nyamako years see a tear ultra petrol 1 gallon almost more than 100 Ghana cedis. A Juma Ben had bay. I'll bring us 100 Ghana no. Na himpo another petrol 1 gallon between Akunya says
105.
Yes, so what I say? It's a
gas of failure 119 cedis.
So what I say? Eti ahochen dia ba de man kofo nso ntia se with oneness and then ye boy man panini tuja kakra ye tua mane ma ere ben atene abafom kakra danse e beka se ku na medical man instance ye omutu abagu ete one no what was the result ye nyam fa so papa bia wo so because medical kan wa hada say soldier fo aban omaba ko nyina no bisade na nso ba ko amete se o cheke na records a obo adwuma ya champon apart from champon mo eba nyina skaskala ma me huite mo amfa bibia me ka ho so atesa champon anya bia yeso de bibia friend operation feed yourself e bai wa on fichire ho a dua mankani manchibi wona kom de wa fachi wa kutu bia bidi chairman for started so yes adon so ampa o hwehwe state sisi ye ne ade a champon de indeed according to records that I've read on the obo adwuma it is soldier ban is never an option it amanfo nyai na ni so se ku baba me say it's a cool crab ne the situation will be worse than we see because enye tuo ne didi ya de adwene na eye na omo pa ye fi se nka omo kasa mu omo ni emu nanka omo betumi ayempo na ye si yenhunu so yi na de ono ye training nsa chance jungle omo totogo ne say aflawo border ne say libo ne Burkina Faso hia so na tamfo ba omo tuchaje no ono betumi abu man no the answer is no, and it's a big no. Nti enya se de sa adwen no e hye nkofo ti anka Kwesi Pratt ene omo ekeke bi no ehunu no ho no say ekom do obi cha you may not know the obeye and ehunu ho no obi kwa betumi aba ofi aba rope that is possible ho ade ho because ekom do obi ana adwenbone ba boys ni trim ko ntumi ntram common ne no nti that fear no there should be there. Ba se fie se na obi be ye ku soldier from wadwe mu abobe nya de obi be so oba be destabilize peace a ye enjoy so far ti ya mo ekeke kasa ansem no so mo obi wi so eche so obi plan bibi so a they should let the security agencies know now ye na ya ho so dan say ade ni ho ba be create bibi sad no ho abra mo nyina no kroma o mo ti wi ase mu ewi ase no mo ti they know what is going on it is answer munyaika.
All right, send your munya can ye nya itie. Ye de wasi e very much champon ba chofo adwe chire every my crime.